Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to explain one of the most important Linux administration tasks. This is the file system extension and disk removal using LVM. In production environments, applications keep generating the logs, reports and data. As a result, disk space eventually becomes full. Instead of creating a new mount point, we will usually extend the existing file system using LVM. I will also show how to safely remove the disk by deleting the logical volume, volume groups and physical volume before deleting the from the Azure. Next, why we need to extend the file system. Let's first understand a file system stores files directories on a disk. Over time, the available space will decrease. So, for example, imagine an application writes 2 GB of logs every day. If the data file system is only 50 GB, it will eventually becomes full. Instead of creating another directory, we will increase the size of the existing file system. This process is called a file system extension. Next, these are the commands will display the total size. df-h it will display the total size of the file system. Next, lsblk it will display the list block pages. Next, pvs it will show the physical volumes and volume groups. And this is the lvc. Vgs means it will show the volume groups. Next, lvs means logical volume. Next, we need to extend the logical volume. These are the commands will increase the logical volume by 10 GB. If the logical volume was 20 GB, it will now becomes 30 GB. Notice that only logical volume size is increased. The file system still need to be resized. Then we need to resize the file system by using -r command. If we are not used means it will extend only logical volume. Next we will need to run these commands xfs grow fs, that file system name. If this one we run means it will resize the file system. Imagine a company stores customer invoice in data directory. Initially, it is 100 GB is enough. After the 1 year, invoices increase and storage reaches 98%. Instead of stopping the application, we need to create a new directory. The administrator simply extend the logical volume by another 100 GB. Users continue working without changing the application path. Next, disk removal steps. Now let's assume application is no longer using the disk. We can't directly remove it from the Azure because Linux still using it. The correct sequence is we need to first unmount the file system, then we need to remove the logical volume, or next we need to remove the volume group. After that we need to remove physical volume. Finally we will detach or delete we can disk from the Azure. First we need to do take backup before the changes. I mean, if you are doing any changes means we need to take backup before the file system removal or anything. Next we need to verify the mount points. For this is the must we need to check. We need to check the application is still using the disk or not. Next, these are the interview questions also. Here I am showing we need to know what is the difference between LV, VG and PV. Need to study about this and why using LVM. Next, what is the XFS and ext4 resize. Next, this is the correct disk removal order or not. These are the questions we'll ask in interview. Now I will show you in Azure portal. Now I am going to disk. Now here, yesterday I showed how to add the disk. Same procedure I am following now. Data disk score 001. Now I am giving 1. Here need to change the standard SSD. If this is production critical environment means we can select premium. It will better purpose. Now just you need to click apply. I'm adding another 32 GB. Now it will updating the virtual machine. Yeah, successfully it is added disk. How you know it is added or not? Then we need to check from CLI. I already logged in the server. Now just you can enter lsblk command. See, 32 GB disk has been added. Now what we need to do? Now we need to follow the same procedure because this is the normal raw disk. We need to create PV, VG, everything. We will create. Sorry, LVM 0. Sorry, I wrongly enter and see PV has been created. Just check PVS command. See, PV has been created. Now I need to create V. We need to PV only, physical volume only we will create. We need to extend the VG. Just see, VG data is 1 GB only free. Now we need to extend the VG because there is no space in VG. So we need to add 10 GB from that data file. So just we need to extend the VG extend command. VG name, score data. Next PV. See, VG has been extended. If you run VGS command, it will show 33 GB now free. Now we need to extend the LV and hyphen n plus GB. LV name. First we need to check LVS command. LV name we need to know. LV underscore data. Okay. LV extend hyphen n plus 10 GB. We need to enter the path here. VG LV extend. Size of the volume changes from 30 GB to 40 GB now. See here. Now it is extended LV only. If you check data file system, it won't show here. See, still it's showing 30 GB only. So what we need to do, we need to run XFS. This is the XFS file system, right? So XFS grow fs, that data file system. See, now it will show 10 GB file system. See, 40 GB has been 10 GB has been extended. Now how to remove the disk from the Azure portal? Sorry. Now we need to remove from CLI. Then we need to go with Azure portal. Why we need to remove the file system? If application is not running or there is no use for that file system, then we need to remove the file system. So just check data file system. Now we need to unmount the file system. First step we need to already showed, right? First step we need to unmount the file system. Then we need to remove the LV, VZ and PV. Then we need to detach from the CLI. See, now it is unmounted. If you check data, it won't show. Actually it will show because this is directly under root, so it will show. It is not mounted. Now we need to remove the LV remove. That path we need to give. We want to, it will ask again because this is the critical file system, so it will ask. Now LV has been removed. LVS. If you run, there is no LV. Now we need to remove VZ and enter VZ command. vz remove that vz name. See, vz has been removed. Finally, we will need to remove the pv remove nv nv. See, physical volume already removed. Now just check lsblk command. See, both disks are there is it is not mounted in file system, so we can easily remove perfectly. Now just we need to here one option will be detach. Just we will detach the file system. Sorry, disks. Now we need to apply the configurations. Once it is applied, we need to go from resource group because these all our disks are available in resource group only. It is detached here only, but it won't delete it. So we need to go from resource group where we need to form resource group. This is the resource group name. Just we can click here. It will show how many. You can also filter the only disks only. I mean many network interfaces, VMs, lot of are there. So for better purpose, we need to select apply here means only disk only it will show. See, these are the disks. This is the OS disk and these are the data disk. Just we will check it is attached or not. See here it will show disk state. It is unattached. So we can delete successfully. See, it is successfully deleted. Now go back to resource group. Just we will refresh means it will disappear here. Next this one. Here also we can delete option will be there. Better purpose we need to go if you, we can check here it is attached any VM or not. Just we need to it is check unattached. So just click delete. Okay, it is successfully deleted. Now just go back and refresh. Sorry, why it is still there? See, it is detached, mean deleted. Now go back to the VMs. So today we learn how to extend the Linux file system and how to safely remove the disk using LVM. We covered checking the disk usage, extending the logical volume, and resizing the file system. And safely we will remove LV, VZ, PV before detaching it from disk. I hope this session will help you understand the both commands and concepts. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next videos.